The Beamex MC6 is an advanced field calibrator and communicator. It offers calibration capability for pressure, temperature and various electrical signals. The MC6 contains also a full fieldbus communicator for heart, foundation fieldbus and profibus PA instruments. The MC6 main features include accuracy, usability, versatility, communicator functionality and integration to Beamex integrated calibration system. The MC6 casing is IP65 water and dust proof, so it is ready for tough field environments. Internal pressure modules are located here in the upper part of the case. Up to 4 internal pressure modules can be installed simultaneously, assuming one is a barometric module. All low-pressure modules are provided with internal relief valve for overpressure protection. Relief valves blows out from these holes in the rear panel. Internal barometric module has a dedicated location. When the barometric module is installed, all other gauge modules can also measure absolute pressure. Also external pressure modules can be connected to MC6. MC6 features a powerful modern lithium polymer battery pack, which is located here under the cover in the rear panel. The stand support sets the calibrator in optimum position in tabletop usage. Under the cover on the right side of the calibrator you can find the connectors for USB host, USB slave, Ethernet and battery charger. The adjustable wrist strap makes it very easy to hold the calibrator in your hand. The neck strap makes it easy to work in the field leaving your both hands free. Front panel has all the electrical connections, grouped as following: electrical measurements and fieldbus communication, electrical generations, resistance and RTD measurement and simulation. Second resistance and RTD measurement channel is located here on top of the case. 2 thermocouple measurement channels and a simulation channel. First thermocouple channel has a versatile connector suitable for bare thermocouple wires or any kind of connectors. Let's switch the MC6 on and take a look at the display and user interface. The display is a large 5.7-inch color display with high VGA resolution and adjustable backlight. MC6 features a modern touchscreen user interface, which can be used with bare fingers, stylus or even gloved fingers. The membrane hardware keys are available as a secondary way to use the calibrator. The user interface has been divided into several different operation modes. That way you can have a lot of functionality and still make it easy to use. Each operation mode is optimized for different usage. The MC6 user interface has been divided into several different operation modes. Each operation mode is optimized for a different use. Let's briefly open each user interface mode and see what they look like. Meter. The meter mode is a very simple and easy way to measure a signal. To change quantity, just tap the quantity you want to measure. To change other settings, for example the engineering unit, just tap the unit button and the unit selection screen will open up. You can go back to the home view via the home key or menu. Calibrator. The calibrator mode has a dual display for 2 simultaneous measurements or generations. Its main purpose is to check and calibrate various process instruments. The first button is for selecting quantity. Touching it shows all available quantities. Touching the next button will show you a list of available functions for measurement and generation. Also, a connection diagram will be shown to illustrate where to make the connections. When you select generation, a number entry screen will appear when touching the value. The spinner functionality allows you to easily adjust the generated value. With the Tools button, you can open various additional tools for measurement and generation. Documenting calibrator. The purpose of the documenting calibrator is to calibrate process instruments and to document calibration results. First, you will see a list of the instruments currently in the memory. These are sent from calibration software or created in the calibrator. From here, you can select the instrument you want to calibrate by touching it. The actual calibration screen will show the instrument input, output and a large error graphic area. Now, you can connect your instrument and do the calibration. When the calibration is done, You can store the results in the calibrator's memory. You can then upload the results to Beamex's calibration software at a later time. Data logger. The purpose of the data logger is to log various measurement signals. It works as a paperless recorder. Touch a channel area to configure the quantity to measure in that channel. Up to 9 channels can be logged simultaneously. You can also configure general settings. These include interval, duration, etc. Start logging with the red record button. Once logging is started, you can watch how it progresses numerically or graphically. You can store the results in the calibrator memory and send them to a PC for analysis. Communicator. The communicator mode is a full-field communicator for HART, Foundation Fieldbus and Profibus PA instruments. First you select the required protocol. Then select either the internal Fieldbus compatible power supply or an external supply. The connection diagram shows you where to make the connections. Touch the green tick to start polling the selected protocol. Now, connect your Fieldbus instrument and proceed. Settings. The settings allows you to edit the various settings of the calibrator. The calibrator mode is designed for testing and calibrating various process instruments. It enables 2 simultaneous measurements, or generation and measurement. Touch the calibrator icon in home view to open the calibrator mode. The screen is divided into 2 separate parts. To configure a window, touch the quantity button. It is the first button in the upper row. This opens the list of available quantities. The available quantities are pressure, current, voltage, thermocouple temperature, RTD temperature, frequency, resistance, pulse and switch. Also, you can start the Fieldbus communicator in the window by selecting the relevant protocol button HART, Foundation Fieldbus or Profibus. Tap the quantity you want to work with. After you have selected the quantity you want, then select what you want to do with the quantity, for example to measure or generate simulate. Also, this selects the port you want to use. The list also shows the connection diagrams to help you connect to the right connections. It also shows the range of each function. If you have selected generation or simulation, touching the number field will then open a number entry window. Activate the spinner to fine adjust the current generation value. This can be used with the soft buttons or with the hardware arrow buttons. First select which digit to adjust, and then adjust it up or down. Various tools can be used in the calibrator mode depending on whether you are measuring or generating. Touching the Tools button will open the Tools window. Tools for measurement include scaling, alarm, leak test, damping, resolution, additional info and function info. Tools for generation include scaling, resolution, step, ramp, quick access, additional info and function info. To close the calibrator mode and return to the home view, press the Home button in the menu, or the Home Hardware button. The documenting calibrator mode is designed for calibrating process instruments and documenting calibration results. With the MC6 you can calibrate various types of process instruments, such as analog, HART, Foundation Fieldbus or Profibus PA. To open the documenting calibrator mode, touch the documenting calibrator icon in the home view. You will be first shown the list of the instruments currently in the calibrator memory. These may be sent from the calibration software or created in the calibrator. An unlimited number of instruments and calibration results can be stored in the memory. You can also use the plant structure, which contains the instruments in relevant folders. If you send instruments from the Beamex CMX calibration management software, the plant structure is included automatically. The menu contains various functions to allow you to manipulate the instrument list. These include Create New, Sort, Show, Plant Structure, Browse, Manage. Let's pick an instrument from the list and make an example calibration. In this example, we will calibrate an RTD temperature transmitter. Select the instrument to calibrate by tapping it. A preview page will open up showing the summary of the instrument settings. It also shows connection diagrams helping to make the connections. Once the calibration is activated, the instrument input and output will be shown at the top of the screen. The rest of the page is used to show the instrument's error graphics. To start the calibration, tap the Start button. As the automatic calibration proceeds, the error graphics will begin to expand. The error line will remain green as long as the error is within the limits. It will turn red if the error limits are exceeded. The blue lines in the graphics are the acceptable error limits. After calibration, the device will indicate whether the calibration was a pass or fail. When calibration is completed, you can preview the results in numerical and graphical format. You can also make notes and select who did the calibration. You can save or delete the results. Tap the Save icon to save. If there was a need to adjust this heart transmitter, we can start the heart communicator from the menu. Please see the heart communicator video for more on that. Now the calibration is completed and the results are saved in the calibrator's memory. The results can be viewed in the calibrator and can also be uploaded to calibration management software. You can send new instruments to the calibrator's memory from the calibration management software. You can also create new instruments in Calibrator. It can be done via the menu or by touching the Create New icon in the instrument list. To create a new instrument, you will need to fill in a few pages with the information about the instrument. These pages contain information about the instrument input, output, function, procedure, error limits and identification. There would be plenty more to show about the documenting calibrator mode, but due to limited time we will finish this video here. To exit back to Home View, touch the Home icon in the menu, or press the Home Hardware button.